The guy just passed me and said, "You look well." And I was like, "Thank you." He was like, "No, you look enlightened." I was like, "What do you mean?" I mean, if you can tell that I feel that way, then you must be way further ahead of me. And I want to be where you are. Simple things, man. Simple things.
Love you the way you want him to doesn't mean he doesn't love you with everything he has.
So if you're thinking about moving out and living on your own, and I mean alone, there's something you need to know. You're gonna finally see the true you, and you won't be ready for it.
The truth of the matter is, bro, you can't complain about people not believing in you. Because you gotta give people a reason to believe in you. Like the struggle of getting people to believe that when they put you in, you won't let them down. You gotta embrace that. Struggle of making people believe that you're gonna be able to get the job done, that you're qualified enough to get the job done. Because realistically, bro, you haven't proven to them that you're qualified yet. And that's why they don't believe in you. People will believe in you when you give them a reason to. You don't just get lucky and get an opportunity. You want an opportunity, bro, you go and you take that shit. You just work and work and work and work and constantly beat at your fucking craft. Constantly beat at your craft. Eventually, people can't ignore you. People can only ignore you for so long. Complaining that, my business isn't taking off because nobody believes in me, bro. Give them a fucking reason to believe in you. Give them something. Give them quality. Give people quality. Because people won't support you for no reason. People are only going to support you when you give them a reason to. So make it your mission to give these people a reason to trust in you and believe in you. And that's where your support will come in. That's where you'll start to take off. That's where you'll separate yourself from the rest of the crowd.
You must never give in to despair. Allow yourself to slip down that road and you surrender to your lowest instincts. In the darkest times, hope is something you give yourself. That is the meaning of inner strength.
Every man has two lives, and the second starts when he realizes he has just one.
Wow.
And I read that, and it was one of those book-dropping lines.
Remember when you used to put your arms in your shirt and told everyone you had no arms? You'd sleep with all of your stuffed animals, so none of them got offended. You had that one pen with 6 different colors, and you'd try and push all the buttons at once. You'd pour soda into the cap and pretend you were taking shots, and how you'd watch the raindrops on your car window and pretend they were having a race. Remember when we were kids and couldn't wait to grow up?
You think that the definition of what a man was supposed to be was fucked up throughout the years?
Hell yeah, just because we not perfect. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just because we don't even... Our definition of perfect isn't perfect because we don't know what perfect is, because we not that.
This is one motherfucking thing you can't be afraid to do. Do not be afraid to treat people how they treated you. Do not be afraid to treat people how they treated you.
There comes a time in life where you have to stop crossing oceans for people that wouldn't jump a puddle for you. So I don't want to
start appreciating yourself as much as you idolize other people. You'll appreciate other people more because you idolize yourself, because it's idolization that leads to envy, and envy that leads to jealousy. So once you see that jealousy is just a lack of self-appreciation, appreciation takes the place of jealousy.
And I have some sense of how fast time goes. You know, I've always had a very acute sense of the finitude of existence. And this is a good hint for people who have children, but with regards to your family members at all, is don't take it for granted. No, every second you get that isn't painful, you should cherish.
If you're ever tempted to take a risk in life, just remember the quote that a ship is safest on the shore, but that's not what it was built for. For me, the biggest risk I've taken recently is starting this account. It's still a secret to my parents, and I have to sneak out on walks if I ever want to film. But honestly, it's the best thing I've done in a long time. It's allowed me to help you lot out, and hopefully we continue to grow. but it just shows that getting out of your comfort zone and living a little is really worth it. So take that risk.
Die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
One thing a Saiyan always keeps his pride!
The keys is, remember where you came from, keep that shit in the front of your mind, and when shit goes bad and it goes sideways, a lot of shit does, you're getting booed out of the fucking building, or you're coming through this injury, or people are writing you off, oh, you guys ain't gonna fucking make it, you know, any of that shit. You gotta keep it in here. And it really has to, it should drive.
Terrible at discipline, and I've always been terrible at work ethic. But then I realized that it was the work and not my work ethic. It was the work, you know. I didn't have good work ethic in school because I didn't like the work. It's not hard to get up and do something you love every day. And I think people get judged off their work ethic incorrectly, because they get judged, their work ethic is judged off of how well and how consistent they're doing work they don't enjoy. How can you judge somebody off of that? Yeah. Judge me off of, you know, what I love. That's how I can really tell if you're about it or not. Like, you say you love this, you say you love basketball, and I know you do, but you're not putting in the work. That's how I know you're not really about it. Now I can judge you accurately. But if you're a basketball player and you love basketball, but you know, somebody's judging you off of how well you do paintings, and every day you're in the art studio, that's not even.
You might be watching this video and feel like shit because you don't got friends and you don't really got nothing to do. It's boring. You ain't got a lot of homies to hang out with, girls on your piece. But I want you to realize there's a reason why your life is boring. It's a reason why you don't have a lot of friends. There's a reason why you don't got a lot of girls. There's a reason behind all of that. And I want to let you know there's going to be a certain point where your life is going to get popping. It's going to get to a great point. I also want to let you know that you were built to stand out. You were made to stand out. You were built to be different.
Repeat after me. I will never allow anyone to make me feel like I am not enough again.
Now that was a lot of damage.
I want you to disappear for 6 months. Stop making excuses. Stop procrastinating. Put your head down and fucking work. Because if not, 6 months from now, you're going to wish you started today.
I love people as I meet them one by one. People are just wonderful as individuals. You see the whole universe in their eyes if you look carefully. But as soon as they begin to group, as soon as they begin to club, when there are 5 or 10, or even groups as small as 2, they begin to change. They sacrifice the beauty of the individual for the sake.
That's fucking beautiful, man.